Hey guys, this is Sahil and welcome to this exclusive episode of Weekly Mastermind for this particular week, as well as this is something which we are doing since last 11 to 12 weeks. So I hope that all the members, those who are watching this particular video, are enjoying this particular exclusive series which we are taking since last 3 months. And Weekly Mastermind for 28th of May 2023, in which we are going to look up at what are the what was the market index in last 1 week, what are the current outperforming sectors, underperforming sectors, what are the weekly gainers and losers from last 1 week, what are the current trending stocks, what are the stocks which you can track for upcoming week, as well as some of the cup pattern stocks which we have bought since last 3 months itself. So let's quickly look up at the market index. Nifty up by 1.62, Sensex up by 1.25. Bank Nifty was kind of flattish. Mid cap is up by 2.75, which means the whole perspective is on the bullish side. India VIX is down by 3.25 and USD INR is also moving forward towards the downside itself. So that's a very good sign for Indian markets. Now let's have a look at Nifty on monthly. It is above 60. Weekly has freshly broken out 60, squeeze open on the upside, and on daily as well, it is already sustaining above moving average. And as you can see here on daily chart, it took multiple moving average support as well as 60 support as well, based on which it is giving us the conclusion that yes, I'm completely bullish. And based on that, in upcoming few weeks, we can expect all-time high zone on Nifty. Similarly, on Bank Nifty, like as I mentioned on Bank Nifty, that based on record session count as well as the drastic move which has happened on a daily chart, which you can see, I mentioned in all my community calls as well that we can expect consolidated zone and then we can expect further move on the upside, because this is like all-time high zone on Bank Nifty, based on which once it crosses the mark of around 44,200 something, then it is around all-time high zone itself. So based on which we can expect all-time high zone on Bank Nifty in next 1 week, because monthly, weekly, daily all are sustaining above 60. So that's a very good sign by taking moving average support on daily chart. Now let's have a look at different sectors. Except Bank Nifty, all the sectors are completely on the bullish side, as well as metal has performed really well. And based on that, we can expect further momentum on the upside itself on all the sectors as well as all the stocks as well. Now let's have a look at Nifty, IT, different sectors. Nifty, like on IT, monthly and weekly are between 40, 60, and right now on daily chart, it has started giving the momentum on the upside, based on which this is like a contra move. And even based on the contra move itself, we have entered in some of the IT stocks as well, like Wipro, based on which we have made some good profits as well. Right now, we are holding some of the positions on it. So based on that, we have good positions. Next is Nifty Auto, monthly, weekly, daily, all are above 60. And even on Auto, I mentioned this one thing that based on record session count, we can expect a slighter consolidated zone or a retracement, based on which we saw in last 1.5 week, and then it has retraced back once again. And right now it is around all-time high zone. So that's a very good sign for auto stocks. Next is Nifty Metal, monthly, has freshly broken out moving average after so many months. As you can see, after 2 or 3 months, because this was the sharp move which occurred few months back, and after that it has given the move below the moving average itself. But right now it has freshly crossed the moving average on the upside, as well as on weekly chart also it has freshly broken out moving average, although RSI is between 40, 60, but right now it is showing momentum on the upside itself, like a contra move. As well as on daily chart, it has freshly broken out 60. So that's a very good sign for metal stocks as well after so many weeks. Next is Nifty FMCG, monthly, weekly, daily, all above 60. And even along with the auto itself, I mentioned about FMCG as well, that we can expect slighter consolidated zone or a retracement. Then we can expect further move on the upside. And that's what we saw in last 1.5 week. Next is Nifty Energy, forming a kind of base. You can consider monthly below moving average between 40, 60. Weekly has freshly crossed moving average. So that's a good sign. And on daily, it is forming higher tops and higher bottoms. So on energy stocks, this is like a contra movement. Next is Nifty Pharma. Like in last 2 weeks, it gave a very sharp move on the downside, but hopefully in this week itself, it gave a very sharp recovery, like in a V-shaped recovery, which we saw after COVID itself in almost all the stock. A very sharp recovery. Similar is what we saw in pharma sector, monthly and weekly, although those are between 40, 60, but daily is giving us big moves on the upside itself. Next is Nifty Infra, monthly, weekly, daily, all above 60. That's a very good sign for infra stocks as well. Next is Nifty Realty, monthly is about to freshly break out of 60. Weekly and daily are performing well, based on which we can expect, like you can consider monthly breakout of RSI on realty sector as well. Next is Nifty Media, forming a kind of base, testing the bottom. Monthly is around 40 itself, based on which it is giving us the confirmation, and it is giving us the conclusion as well that it takes time for the market to form the base. Even if it's the market, even if it's for particular sector, even if it's for particular stock as well, it takes time to form the base. It will test, it will retest, and again it will retest until and unless it is not forming a strong base, like a permanent base, from which point of time it can straight away move forward, and that can be like a permanent base which will never ever come on the lower side, right? And on daily chart you can see it is consolidating within RSI as well as Bollinger Band, based on which this is the sector which we can completely avoid as of now. Next is weekly best performers from Nifty 50. Adani Ports up by 9.31, VDL up by 6.86. Next is Tech Mahindra, Infosys, ITC, HCL Tech, and Wipro. You can see 3 to 4 stocks which are from IT sector itself, based on which, as I also mentioned, those are the stocks as well as that is the sector which is outperforming since last 1 week. Next is Nifty 50's weekly worst performers. HDFC down by 2.41, HDFC Bank down by 1.78, ONGC, Grasim, Yes Bank, Escorts, and NTPC. These are some of the worst performers, based on which we can you can consider, we can come to a conclusion that the stocks which are on the downside, those are very less as compared to the stocks which are on the upside. So that's a very good sign for the market that right now we are heading towards more bullishness. Next is some of the trend following stocks based on which monthly, weekly, daily all are above 60. So the first one is Cummins Industries, monthly, weekly, daily all are above 60. That too with very good volume, as you can see on weekly chart. Squeeze is about to open on the upside, as well as on daily chart. The squeeze has freshly opened with very good buying volume as compared to so many days, as well as 60 breakout. So based on the lower time frames, we can enter fresh on Cummins Industries. Next is Marico. Monthly has freshly broken out moving average, about to break out of 60. Weekly has taken exact 60 support, and daily has also taken 60 support with moving average support. This can be also a low risk entry for us. Next is IDFC First Bank. Monthly has freshly broken out squeeze on the upside. Weekly is already sustaining above 60 with squeeze open, and on daily it is forming higher tops and higher bottoms, sustaining above moving average. So that's a very good sign. Next is Godrej CP. This was also the stock which was like 2 to 3 weeks back that was on tracking, but right now it is outperforming based on monthly, weekly, daily, all above 60. And on daily, on monthly, you can see that in this particular month it has performed really well. So based on which we can expect further momentum on the upside itself in upcoming month as well. Next is Pi Industries, monthly fresh breakout of 60, weekly also fresh breakout of 60. On monthly, the squeeze can open on the upside, and on weekly it can open the squeeze on the upside, that too with walk of the band, and on daily it is already sustaining above moving average, and it can open the squeeze on the upside by forming higher tops and higher bottoms. So that's a very good sign. Some of the tracking stocks for upcoming week based on different conditions, monthly and weekly. Like monthly is around 58 on Apollo Hospitals, and it is around the moving average itself. But on daily, you can see it is about to break out of 60. So once it breaks out of 60, then we can enter fresh on this based on system 3, like a low risk entry. That too with almost 20 to 60% confirmation, because once it breaks out of 60 on monthly chart, then we can have 60% confirmation. Next is Oro Pharma. This was the stock which we bought at around 475, and even we exited around 630 itself. And right now in last 1.5 week, it has consolidated back based on the movement, like the retracement which occurred into pharma sector, based on which once it breaks out of 60, it is automatically sustaining above 60 on weekly. So based on 60% confirmation, we can again enter on system 3. Next is Britannia, monthly above 60, weekly has taken exact 60 support above moving average, and on daily also it is taking moving average breakout. As you can see, this was like a false breakout. Right now it is giving breakout on the upside and also around 60 itself. So maybe in next 1 week this can be like a make or break situation, based on which once it breaks out of 60, then well and good. If not, then it can retrace back once again. Next is Dabur, monthly and weekly both are between 40-60, but on weekly it is moving back on the upside by taking a moving average breakout. As you can see, since last so many weeks it did not cross moving average, but in this particular week it crossed with a very good momentum. As well as on daily, this is like a contra movement, as well as this is the trend line which has been broken out. So we can enter fresh on this stock as well based on lower time frames, hourly and 15-minute chart. Yes. Next is Glenmark, monthly above 60, weekly trying to come back like a slighter retracement. As I mentioned, this is also from the pharma sector itself. And on daily, it is around the 60 itself, based on which if it takes 60 support, it will automatically take moving average support as well, based on which we can enter fresh once again. Next is some of the cup pattern stocks which we have bought since last 3 to you can consider 3 months itself. And first is career points. The resolution point was around 178.5 and current market price is around 243.65. ISMT Limited resolution point was around 70.40 and the current market price is around 74. This is like slightly consolidating since last so many weeks. Next is Finolex cables, like Fin cables. Resolution point was around 758 and current market price is around 843.25, based on which this is also a very good momentum which we have seen on this stock. Next is Univ cables. Resolution point was around 349.80 and current market price is around 377.75. Next is Dwarkesh Sugar. Based on change in polarity, resolution point was around 80.40 and current market price is around 89.35. Next is Kamath Hotels. Resolution point was around 168.40 and current market price is around 190.25, based on which it has started giving momentum on the upside, and that's a very good sign. So these are some of the cup pattern stocks as well as some of the tracking and trending stocks as well. I hope you have learned and enjoyed a lot from this particular video as well as this exclusive episode. What I'll do is from upcoming week, I'll be having some of the new cup pattern stocks, because these are the stocks which we have tracked since so many weeks and months as well, based on which the resolution point and the entry price are those are far away right now. Like even if we look up at those stocks, we cannot enter into those stocks. So what I'll be doing is from upcoming week, I'll be having fresh cup pattern stocks, based on which all the members, those who are watching this particular video, they can benefit a lot. So I hope that you have learned and enjoyed a lot from this particular video. I'll see you again in the next video. Till then, if you have understood a lot from this particular video, make sure you share your 5 biggest takeaways in the chat box, as well as make sure you share this particular video with your friends and loved ones. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.